Jay-Z is going straight for Tony Buzbee, taking aim at his ego. He targeted Buzbee's profession, referring to him as an ambulance chaser. He even attacked Buzbee's military service with a jab from a few good men. You claim to be a Marine? Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. For the final touch, he mocked Buzbee's wardrobe, describing him as dressed in costume, in a cheap suit. Is it disrespectful to a judge to send these little tit-for-tat letters? Will the judge issue an order to show cause for sanctions against the lawyer?
Los Angeles, November 18, 2024. Quinn Emanuel filed a lawsuit today in California against Tony Buzbee for extortion based on Buzbee's threats of publicizing false information for financial gain. In the lawsuit, Quinn Emanuel states that Buzbee has established a pattern of leveling baseless, fabricated, and malicious allegations at high-profile individuals and threatening to name them publicly if they fail to pay exorbitant sums of money. Buzbee then uses this money to fund his lavish lifestyle. He has deployed these threats in letters, statements to the press, his website, and on social media in recent months to try to shake down well-known individuals. His tactics are unethical and extortionate, and today they seek to hold him accountable for his illegal behavior. Anyone with information on Mr. Buzbee, please contact OpenLine at QuinnEmanuel.com. Source: Quinn Emanuel Urquhart & Sullivan, LLP.
Regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media. 8:16 p.m. December 8th, 2024, 8.1 M views.
Tony Buzbee, the lawyer that's doing all the Diddy lawsuits, just got sued by a prominent figure. They're trying to make everybody believe it's Kevin Hart. But the funny thing is, the lawsuit that's suing Tony Buzbee, Spiro is a partner. And Alex Spiro is Jay-Z's personal lawyer.
Oh, so it's probably Jay-Z then that's doing the suing.
Of course they'd use Kevin's name.
Well,
but it ain't Kevin. Why is Alex Spiro popping up everywhere?
What do you think is going on in Hollywood right now? What are you hearing? Because I'm hearing
mass panic. Mass panic.
So because no one's talking publicly.
No, they can't. That's why they came up with the story. Well, you know, there's a party inside the Diddy party, and I went to the first party, but I left early. I never made it to Diddy After Dark. There were public relations teams right after Diddy got arrested running around telling everyone to say that.
Of course.
The question is this. If all you went to was the first party and you didn't know anything about the After Dark, why would you say, I left early? Why wouldn't you just say you left when the party ended?
Exactly.
Because how would you know there was another party if you weren't informed?
Exactly.
If you went to the Diddy party and nothing happened and it was the first party, your speech wouldn't be, oh, well, I only went to the first party. Right. I didn't go to the after party. You wouldn't say that because you wouldn't have known about it. You would say, I don't know what anybody's talking about. I went to Diddy's party. It was a white party. It was dancing. It was wild. But at the end, we all went home.
Right.
That's not what y'all are saying.
Nope.
You're saying, I didn't go to the second party. I only went to the first. The only thing you're proving is that you're hiding being there.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have known about
it. Jane Doe versus Shawn Carter et al. 24 CV 07975 at. Dear Honorable Judge Torres. On December 8, 2024, plaintiff filed an amended complaint naming my client, Shawn Carter, as a defendant in this lawsuit. On December 9, 2024, we filed a motion seeking to have the court decline to permit the plaintiff in this case to proceed anonymously. As noted in that motion, plaintiff's attorney Anthony Buzbee has engaged in a campaign to leverage unfounded and heinous allegations against celebrities to secure large settlements. He seeks neither justice nor peace for his victims, he seeks only to benefit himself. On the afternoon of December 9, 2024, after we had submitted the motion and accompanying exhibits, our offices received outreach via phone call and email from an individual who provided her name to us, though wishes to remain anonymous. Mari Henderson spoke to this woman, who informed Ms. Henderson that she had previously reached out to the Buzbee law firm with respect to allegations of trafficking and abuse unrelated to Mr. Combs, or Mr. Carter. The Buzbee firm representatives with whom she spoke asked the woman when she met Diddy even though her account did not relate to Mr. Combs at all. Members of the Buzbee firm encouraged this woman to pursue her claims anonymously even though she did not have any interest in doing so. When the woman raised wanting to talk to law enforcement, she was informed that it was not encouraged. After several outreaches, the woman again spoke with members of the Buzbee firm, who she felt were pressing her to make allegations of being drugged, held down, and physically assaulted, allegations that were not true. When the woman declined to adopt the version of events proposed by members of the Buzbee firm, she was summarily dropped as a client. Though the woman provided her identity to Ms. Henderson, she wishes to remain unnamed at this time for fear of retaliation by the Buzbee firm. The information provided by this woman is in the declaration of Mari Henderson, attached hereto as Exhibit A. This information, which came to Quinn Emanuel unsolicited, is further evidence in support of Mr. Carter's right to thoroughly investigate, test, and respond to the spurious allegations that have been leveled against him. We respectfully request that the court consider this additional information, which was received by Quinn Emanuel only after the filing of yesterday's motion was complete, in connection with the motion to deny the plaintiff's request to proceed anonymously. Respectfully submitted, Quinn Emanuel Urquhart and Sullivan, LLP Alex Spiro. CC, Antigone Caris.
I, Mari Henderson swear, under penalty of perjury, pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1746 as follows, 1. I am an associate with the law firm of Quinn Emanuel Urquhart and Sullivan, LLP, attorneys for defendant Shawn Carter, and I submit this declaration in support of Mr. Carter's motion to deny plaintiff's motion to proceed anonymously. 2. On December 9, 2024, I spoke by telephone with a female adult resident of the state of Texas whose name is known to me. Another adult whose full name is known to me was a witness to the conversation. 3. The information contained in this declaration is an accurate summary of the information provided to me by this woman on December 9, 2024, namely that, A. In early October 2024, this woman saw coverage of attorney Anthony Buzbee's press conference regarding allegations of trafficking and abuse by Shawn Combs, and submitted a brief outline of trafficking exploitation events via a Buzbee law firm website online submission form. B. The woman spoke with 3 members of Mr. Buzbee's firm and provided details regarding her experiences as a victim of trafficking by celebrities entirely unrelated to Mr. Combs, or Mr. Carter, and she was told they would take on her representation. C. After detailing her experiences to an attorney at Mr. Buzbee's firm, he pressed for a connection to Mr. Combs, asking, "At what point did you meet Diddy?" even though she made clear that her case was unrelated to Mr. Combs. D. Mr. Buzbee's firm pressed for this woman to pursue a civil case as an anonymous DOE plaintiff, even though she never raised proceeding anonymously as a possibility and questioned doing so after it was heavily suggested to remain doing so, even though she was not interested in remaining anonymous at the time. E. When the woman brought up wanting to go to law enforcement with her allegations, members of the Buzbee firm informed her that going to law enforcement was not encouraged. F. After not hearing from Mr. Buzbee's firm for weeks, during which this woman tried to contact the firm multiple times, she spoke again with a member of the firm who pressed her to confirm false details regarding her experiences as a victim, including that she was drugged, held down, pushed, and physically assaulted. She felt directed and coached by Mr. Buzbee's firm to say that someone held her down and put drugs in her mouth when that was not her experience. She felt forced to lie. G. When the woman made clear she was unwilling to adapt to the narrative Mr. Buzbee's firm laid out and wanted only to speak her truth, she was dropped as A. client and told that Mr. Buzbee's firm was unwilling to represent her any longer. She felt as though once she had expressed that she was not a coachable victim, she was dismissed. This woman shared this information because she felt the conduct by Mr. Buzbee's firm specifically, to encourage lies, discredits those who are legitimate victims. This woman expressed that she fears retaliation from Mr. Buzbee's firm if she shares her true identity or signs her name to a declaration in this case at this time. 4. I declare under the penalty of perjury that the foregoing statements are true and correct. Executed in Los Angeles, California on this 10th day of December, 2024.
The New York Times contacted me to ask for my response to rapper Jay-Z's allegation that I tried to extort and blackmail him. My response is pretty straightforward. No one has made any threats. Jay-Z's assertions are bogus and laughable. Instead, our firm sent a standard demand letter seeking a mediation on behalf of a woman who alleges Jay-Z sexually assaulted her as a minor. The letter was vetted and approved by our client, whose preference was to attempt resolution short of filing a lawsuit. This approach is common in these types of cases. What you are seeing played out now is a coordinated and desperate effort to focus the public's attention on me personally to avoid attention on the allegations being made by my clients. This effort has included harassing my family and colleagues and even offering former clients money to sue me, which is illegal, when an alleged perpetrator behaves in this manner, wildly asserting that a basic demand letter is extortion, and aggressively using the media to attack the opposing lawyer while at the same time ignoring the allegations being made by the alleged victim. It reminds me of a famous line from Shakespeare, "The lady doth protest too much, methinks." We intend to address all of these issues with the court in due course. Let me be clear, we will not be bullied or intimidated by these shenanigans. And our clients won't be silenced. 12:08 a.m. December 10, 2024. 2.4 views. Investigators from New York have called many of our law firm's current and former clients. What they didn't anticipate was one of the clients decided to record the conversation. It's shocking and illegal. Here's a portion taken from the transcript. Investigator, in a couple of days or maybe by next week, anyone Googling Buzbee and his company his practice are going into litigation. Okay? What we're trying to do is, we are trying to put this thing together for the company that we're working for. We could get you paid. You could get money right soon, you know? We gave this kid $1,000 to start yesterday just to get him on the right path. At the end of the day, this is going to go through the courts. Buzbee is getting sued. These guys are on tape offering to pay clients to sue our law firm. That's a crime. Last edited 4:53 p.m. December 10, 2024. 123.4K views.